Okay, so we're getting ready to call back Jeff. I just put person of interest because this is all gotten so absolutely insane. But we're gonna call him back. I accidentally dialed him from a different phone in the car, and he called me back driving here. But now I'm going to my recordings, and we're just gonna record. Okay, I'm gonna make a new recording. Um, okay, so recording 127. Today's Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Let's go, Jeff. Okay, so let's see. Person. Okay, so. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, sorry, I just butt dialed you. So hey, yeah, so listen, you said pray about it last night, and I did. I prayed about like, Lord, what's the plan? What am I supposed to do? So the Lord showed me the thing to do was to send the money that you sent me back to Richard's wife and kids. So I went to the bank and I told the bank, give me two cashier's checks, and I sent those back to Richard's wife. Because I just there's no way I can take the money. I appreciate the offer and I appreciate the gesture, but there's too many things I just don't. Okay, yeah. So the thing is, like I said, Jeff, man, I'm just trying to figure all this out. It's just there's all this drama that just got dropped on me yesterday, and like I said, so it the arc. So Zach's here, Corey's here as well. So say hi to the guys. Yeah,
Hey, Jeff.
yeah. So you were at the night under the stars, and you won the beanie. That's so crazy. I just can't picture it. Do you remember him?
Yeah, Jeff, I do. I remember our interaction about the the 999 Christian station. I do recall that interaction. You watched what Venus?
The little building. Oh, gotcha.
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 You like the like that you. Oh, you sent me that leash. That was. To the leash and then. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Jeff, when we were all, I mean, I was so freaking busy during the night under the stars that I was turning around saying hi to one person and I'd turn the other way and say hi to somebody else, but I just don't remember us having any interaction there. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, and I
More than one. At this point, I get to walk around. It's one foot.
gotcha.
Slap through the roof. Like the flight.
Right. Well, so I'm really so there's a lot of stuff that's just going on out there, and I'm trying to like put some of it to rest for a lot of people. One thing I just want to curious about is how did you and Richard hook up? I mean, did you guys just were you watching his videos or something, or how did Richard?
He didn't really let me transition stage for my life.
Okay, so how you went to Richard's like YouTube side or something?
Yeah, we were. I was in his Facebook for a while, and we communicated, and we got on the phone, and then.
Did he pick you up out and so you
Flew out to New Jersey. I was walking with the Lord.
so he flew out there and he picked you.
We drove back together because I had plane or anything.
I got you. So
Working praised by the Lord. And sometimes you don't talk a lot. like
So, okay, so that's how you guys got together and you guys talked online and then you said, hey, I'll come get you and see.
Or you guys read some of the papers that I sent you.
I haven't read anything, man. Today?
Well, the
Oh yeah. So all those texts, yeah. It was kind of hard for me at first, but some of them were. I gotcha. I went over those on my phone, and I just enlarged them and read them sideways. But I saw the restraining order. I saw the thing from Richard's wife that mentioned me as some cult leader and you as some cult follower. I find that interesting because I've never actually met you. I don't think. Did we ever meet?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
When I was driving in, you were.
Oh, I was meeting and greeting every car that.
I'll read you what I was saying. Richmond Blue and I are final pages forward for Richard or even further. The following cult leader, second cult handler, on my research, games that coming to pass rich and has skin control of rich. Level, Richard thinks that's where all our community property will be turned off so that it's account.
Okay, so again, if you don't mind, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but so on money stuff, it's unusual. Not that it hasn't happened several times before. People have sent me larger sums of money, and I usually like try and get a hold of them and thank them. And so anyway, but like I said, I prayed about it last night. I'm like, Lord, what do you want me to do? And it was send the money to his wife and his kids for sure, because obviously they need some help, because Richard's not around. That's what I've done with that. Then apparently this, from what I read on that restraining order, it sounds like what you just read to me is part of what I read, and that I'm some cult leader, blah blah blah, and whatever, and that I'm dangerous.
Right? Audio threat?
I heard the audio threats, and I think it's interesting because I believe one of those persons carried that out. I'm with Corey and Zach. We were at the movies last Wednesday, and we walked out, and all the windows were bashed out of my truck. And they left a thing on the ground. And it said "Let's rock," like "F you, let's rock." And so anyway, so we packed up and just went home, and got the windows replaced the next morning. So now, like, the next thing I need to just try and wrap my brain around. So when was the last time you?
The Lord took Richard left.
Okay, so you.
Why I even came here?
Okay, so I'm very curious about that because I remember yesterday.
All the Lord.
Okay, but hang on. Before you tell me, let me just jump in. We'll each talk separately. Okay, but when you say the Lord took his blessings away, that's very odd because, Karen Sullivan, who I laid hands on, who had terminal stage 4 cancer, I laid hands on her and then she quit taking her meds. There was a caveat. As she wanted her healing, she had to quit all chemo and radiation, which she did. And then she got well very quickly. And then the ARC took off and we were pouring money in. Jim and Karen were inviting people to live in Beat City and in out there. Yeah, blah, blah. Anyway. Yeah, so then, but then when the Lord told me that, Karen was speaking contemptuously and to confront her, Corey's right here. The Lord supernaturally right now confront Karen. She lied 3 times. And then I said, look, Karen, I'm standing before the Lord. And then she finally said, yeah, okay. She did a couple videos admitting it. Then she tried to delete those videos. Yeah, blah. Anyway. Yeah, so Gene Revel and the group of really crazy people that they're the ones with this crazy hate channel. Yeah. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out just when you said the Lord took away his blessings, I mean, what does that mean? What, I mean, can you help me out with that?
He got confirmation before I even came here. He was calling everybody. You know, he was a watchman, but he wasn't a watchman that really, you know, he wasn't out there pushing and stuff. You know, the Lord gave him a little bit of heart problems. Demons falling around.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, apparently that's.
the Lord, you know, taking, you know, just the warnings. I don't know if you watched Mystery of Life. There was a warning, and yeah, unbeknownst to me, that's what the Lord gave me to come here. I mean, everything was done with free will, but
Yeah, but well, I don't understand. So you went there, and then what happened? So how long have you been there?
I came here July 24th.
So you've been there since July 24th, and then
I drove out one. Drove out one.
oh, so he flew there, picked you up, you and the dog, y'all cruised together, and so you've been there since. And so what happened? He just started getting squirrely and just.
Well, before I came here, he went like crazy because you know the Lord gave him. I mean, he had a good communication, open door. Not like you in that way, but I mean, he definitely the Lord took away his blessings. He was scared hopeless, and he went around telling his wife the demons and the.
I saw that. I saw that in the restraining order.
It's true. Those things are true.
Okay.
But you know, the Lord is the King of Heaven, so the Lord wanted him to do that. He was. Later on, I found out what he was. Like I didn't.
Well, okay, so I heard you mention last night. I believe you mentioned. You said the Lord took away his blessings. There was a 2x over his room, and I'm like, well, I don't. You know, 2x is just a representation of that energy from the pit.
Right.
But I don't.
Yeah.
I myself don't go. Oh, you know, that guy's a 2x. You know, because I saw a 2x by him.
I mean, you haven't been here for the miracles. That's why you know.
Do you want to fill us in?
To praise the Lord and ask him. You know, no way the miracles that would have happened in the 7 weeks that I've been here, almost 8, is explainable. I mean, it's like it's so mind-boggling. Even you would be like, "Wow."
Okay, so
By the Lord,
so let me ask you.
thing like that. So I have no intention of coming out here and having the Lord do what He did, but.
Yeah. It's weird because it seems like Jim. It seems like Jim and Karen. I mean, some people have sent emails that Jim is posting. Jim posted some very bizarre video about Jonathan being assassinated in September and just some really. Do you know about that?
Right.
Or no?
No, any communication with anybody.
Okay, I got you.
I don't go down those roads. It's honestly, out of everybody that's all in these things, I've only had a relationship with Rick. That was just no gossip. I don't. He's a very personal, personal, private person. So, the relationship that I have with Rich was orchestrated by the Lord.
Okay, so here's the next thing. So I sent back the money that you sent me to Richard's wife. So the money that you ended up with, I mean, there was that money that came from Rich. I mean, do you mind me asking? I mean,
the Lord had Rich roll everything into a company called RAM Protection LLC, RAM.
So RAM Protection LLC?
But all of the monetary stuff was already decided before I got. There were just furniture and a towel.
Okay, so
the only thing that was all the money that Rich had with him, he's given out with manpower.
who he gave over $1 million to his wife?
Yeah, because the Lord had him create an energy company called what it's called the Lower Side of Walk with the Lord. For another time. Yeah, so he had an energy company. He told him
Okay, so apparently he paid his.
Like I said, had he's on that other team fully.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not trying to, like pick teams right now. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because my concern is there's people out there that think that somehow I'm a cult leader and somehow you work with me, and I'm like,
Exactly. I've never mentioned anyone.
yeah, and that's just really crazy. It's
You kept it separate for a reason. That's why I never. I mean,
so what I'm wondering is it almost seems like Jim or Karen Sullivan are fueling this with Richard's family somehow or Gene Revel because there's something very bizarre going on with Jim's video that I watched the other night is just weird. And it coincides with my windows getting all knocked out. The threatening letter, the threatening stuff to you. But let me ask you this. What do you think? Where do you think Richard is?
I have no idea. Only the Lord knows. He left free will. He wanted to leave. The Lord wanted him to leave.
What did he say to you? I mean, what did he he say? And he just said, "I want to leave."
Very scared. I mean, the things the Lord showed him were really serious. Like really serious. Like there was some things that the Lord used through me that I still, like my name is Jeffrey, which is divine peace. My middle name is Michael. My last name I found out in English means little rock.
Mm.
Working, just talking to this,
So Richard deep ended it. You were trying to keep it.
This thing was taken away. Everything that the Lord provided was taken away by the Lord. But Richard,
Well, who has control? Who has control of his current finances right now? Like the money that
he has no finances. The Lord showed him about 2 months ago financial ruin. He told me that. I didn't.
Okay, so how are you? You're living in his place in California, is that right?
Right.
Okay, so are you paying the rent there, or how's that all getting done?
He paid it back on. He paid some rent back on.
Okay.
And moving forward, I will be paying rent. The company is also working with West Avenue. Tried to get on the lease, offer them more money, pay up front 3 months, and they denied it. So I have to go, but
Okay.
yeah.
So who's the sister's name is April, and I think in the huh?
Yeah, really. Donna is the one that actually lived in August 20.
Donna, his sister, lives in Texas.
Donna lives in. She's in Austin, I believe.
She's in Austin.
And she's a 512 number. All these people I've never contacted. Like they got my number, I think, on Facebook or something. Fucking calling me. The police have come many, many times. 100% no lying.
Okay, so then, so here's the thing. So, right, 100% no line, exactly. So everything that we talk about, I'm going to need to talk to a deputy about because I've got Deputy Murmod calling me, and I talked to him last night, and I told him I have zero to hide, and I want to know what's going on myself. I want to know what's going on. I want to know where Richard ended up. I want to know why his family is saying that I'm your cult leader or something. I mean, first of all, this is the second time I've talked to you. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. And so I just want to make a record of everything because a record of the record of the truth is going to be good for everybody. Okay, so that's really what I'm after is just to try and find out what was going on, how you got there, what the story was, who's saying what, why is my name on some restraining order, for goodness sakes? What do I have to do? What do I have to do with anything? And it's kind of odd because
he was converted well, in with people out. ago. It's kind of an ongoing thing for years.
Well, what's really scary to me is this information is so weighty that that's why I think the first time I talked to Richard was the only time I've talked to Richard. And I told him, hey, you did a really good job. Just heads up, the Bible says not many should be teachers. And because there's a price to pay for being a teacher, and it comes with a very heavy load. And if you're not spiritually grounded in the Bible and you don't have your Bible under your belt very securely, this kind of information will send somebody off the deep end. The bombings of all the buildings in the United States.
With me, and I'm not to get into details with him in the Lord. Even with me, he overtrained from even thing like one, I hadn't turned Johnny's video off. Like Peter told me, and I was like, what?
So, I got you. So, yeah. Okay. Well, this is.
I don't even want to be playing with the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm just, like I said, I want to be able to share everything with Deputy Mermod. I want to be able to share everything with the YouTube community and say, okay, guys, so here's what I found out so far. I've talked to Jeff. This is me and Jeff, and this is what we talked about. And this is, this is what's going on. These are these documents from California, restraining orders. I don't know what I have to do with that, but I want to show everybody everything. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Fine. I mean,
all right.
The Lord used me for a reason. I mean, unbeknownst to me, we are where we are.
All right.
We're all on an each and every Lord.
All right. Well, then there it is. Because, like I said, I want to be able to
praying and asking the Lord. That's all I recommend. Because
well, sure, but I truly believe that the stuff that's printed on the UN's currency is so imminent. In 2007, when the Lord showed it and I was showing everybody, it wasn't really a thing. But now Russia's talking about nuking us. The whole world's at the verge of nuclear war, and it's printed on the US currency. So that's probably too much for anyone's. Yeah.
It's been pushing out for.
Yeah. Well,
people are just.
Yeah, Zach, yeah, lots of people don't care. Well, thanks for being just, open and candid about it. Like I said, I'm just saving and documenting everything we're doing because I need to.
That's why the Lord is having you involved, because you have a skill set that I don't.
All right.
One done.
Yeah, well, I don't like what's,
Not my purpose.
I don't like what's being insinuated. I don't like what's being, hypothesized by, these family members that have made these decisions, apparently based on what I believe with communication with Jim and Karen Sullivan, possibly because Jim and Karen Sullivan fleeced a lot of people, and they're probably running scared, thinking someone's going to come after Edith's money, which is all they really care about. So anyway, all right.
And that's all the ex-wife wants to ruin. He wanted to ruin Richard from the time he got committed by the Lord and was going to him.
All right. Well, again, I'm grateful that you thought of us with the financial help.
It's the Lord. I mean, we have to make sure that's clear. There's a process that he goes through. That's part of it.
All right. Well, thank you for being just.
And just like you, I'm just a guy.
All right.
All I say is continue to pray and ask, and I'm sure he's going to lead you in. Well, I'm positive he's going to lead you where you need to go. So,
yeah, I'm always confident.
Just always trust it.
All right. Well, God bless you.
Use me, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, when this day that's coming comes for all of us, whoever's in is in, and whoever's not in is not in at all. So, yeah. All right. All right. Well. No, go ahead. Yeah.
No, and I wanted to say, you really, it's like he's having me prep for something. for you guys. I think you should also ask him about that.
Well, is that when you see stuff that like that, that's kind of nebulous. I don't know what to do with that when someone tells me, because when people tell me that like they're hearing from the Lord,
He's preparing for, martial law, all that other stuff. So
like,
that's prepare, like food, water,
oh well, okay, I got you.
all that.
All right, well, yeah, I hope I don't have to see one moment of any of it.
I hope so.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, hey, Jeff, well, thank you for clearing up last night. The whole thing was left very nebulous with me, and I was very concerned. Thanks for the conversation today.
Started getting really bad messages going on.
Yeah.
Think my opinion.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be talking to Deputy Mermod and say, yeah, I'm going to share with him our conversation, say, this is what's going on, and you do whatever you like, and I'm here, whatever you need. But if you can, if
On that point, Jonathan,
yeah.
I allowed the sheriff to come in on Sunday. They went to the entire property. They had their body cams on.
Yeah.
Get questions. So they've been here already on Sunday.
I got you. All right. Well, the thing is, like I said, I'm just going to be upfront about everything. I've already sent the checks back. I said, here you go. Give it to his wife. Give it to his kids. I don't, I'm not, that's not what I'm about.
Exactly.
So anyway, so peace and grace. And, I hope everything goes smooth and well for you.
Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.